Live from the Ball State News Center, this is NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
Good evening and welcome to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Tony Sandlaven.
And I'm Brittany Arman. Thanks for joining us.
Well, happening now, the first presidential debate is taking place between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. There are a number of watch parties taking place here on Ball State's campus, and NewsLink Indiana's Cameron DeBlasio is live at one now. Cameron.
Hey, good evening, guys. Yeah, we are here at Park Hall for the debate watch party, as this is the first debate tonight between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, and we will see what happens between these two candidates here. I talked to a few people earlier, and it was much of the same. Everyone not really having an opinion on these two candidates yet. They wanted to all see what they would get. Someone told me that they don't really know what to expect, but that's why they're here. They want to see what's going to happen. Someone else told me that they are a Hillary Clinton fan, but they expect fewer politics and more insults to be thrown. So we'll see what happens here tonight. But again, this should be an interesting venue. If you're interested in coming out to Park Hall, they have plenty of stuff here. They got free snacks, free drinks, and this debate is just getting started. We had some people up front telling us that they need to keep things civilized here. They don't want anything to get out of control, but they do expect it to be interesting. So that's all here tonight from Park Hall. And again, you can still drop on by and watch this debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. It's starting right now, live from Park Hall. Cameron DeBlasio, NewsLink, Indiana.
Thank you, Cameron. Be sure to join us tomorrow night right here on NewsLink Indiana as we have a full breakdown of tonight's debate.
Republican senatorial nominee Todd Young stopped in Muncie on Sunday for an afternoon of campaigning. The third-term representative for Indiana's 9th District hopes to make the leap to the U.S. Senate during the upcoming election. Young feels prepared to take on the political climate in D.C., stating he could, quote, get things done in a very partisan atmosphere. If elected senator, Young hopes to play a role in the Supreme Court confirmation process. He will push for conservative justices who he says will make constitutionally sound decisions on such issues as the Second Amendment and the rights of the state.
A former politician was unanimously voted to serve as the Democratic chairman for the remainder of the term. This decision came after the former chairman, Steve Stewart, suddenly resigned. 84-year-old Ali Craycraft has been in the Democratic Party for many years. He was the only nominee for the chair position. After accepting the position, Craycraft stressed teamwork on the local and national level. Craycraft will be the chairman until the March election.
A Muncie father was found guilty in the death of his infant son today. Delaware Circuit Court found 24-year-old Corey Wallace guilty of 5 felonies after just 100 minutes of deliberation. Among those felonies were neglect of a dependent resulting in death, arson, battery resulting in serious bodily injury to a person less than 14, and obstruction of justice. The neglect charge alone carries up to 40 years in federal prison. Wallace's former wife, Cheryl, is set to stand trial in November 14th on charges of neglect of a dependent resulting in death as well as obstruction of justice. No date has been set for the conviction of Corey Wallace.
A major healthcare provider is deciding to change insurance coverage policies. IU Health made the announcement to drop Obamacare today. The IU Health plan is part of the Indiana University Health System, which covers around 200,000 members in Indiana, including IU Health employees. President of IU Health Plans, James T. Parker, explains why the change needed to happen. In a statement, Parker said, quote, the change is necessary to adapt to new market dynamics and potential federal responses to withdrawals by many companies nationally and from the federally facilitated marketplace.
Muncie's Ivy Tech campus may be getting a new facelift. The community college will ask the state for $43 million. The money will be used for construction and renovation on the downtown and Cowan Road campuses. Regional Interim Chancellor Alex Husky wants to make Muncie a, quote, vibrant educational community. The budget request will first be looked at by the Indiana Commission for Higher Education and State Budget Committee. Then it will go to the legislature once it meets in January.
Well, Brittany, I'll tell you what, fall started a couple of days ago, but it sure did not feel like it. Awfully warm, really high temperatures. I was sweating everywhere across campus, but today, totally different story.
It was absolutely beautiful. So, Kaylee, we have to know, are we in the fall?
You know, it seems to be like we are in the fall season now officially. So we take a look here at our current temperatures across the state. Indianapolis sitting at 58 degrees, Muncie here sitting at 61, Lafayette at 55, and Bloomington down here at 54. 24 degrees. Now, current radar we look, we're clear now after we saw those showers this morning. We see those clouds moving off to the east, and that will stay like that for the rest of the week. Now, upcoming on my full forecast, we will be talking about the cooler temperatures in store, when your next rain chance is, and that upcoming Ball State football forecast. All that and more.
When we return, find out how Muncie will become a part of Indiana history.
And what unique fashion statement is supporting local women? Stay tuned.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
So I've come up with the family emergency plan.
Great. What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
How will we know what to do?
You won't.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too. Thanks for this, sweetie.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back. Ball State University will become a part of Indiana State history tomorrow. The Indiana State torch is set to make its way through campus in the morning for the Bicentennial Relay. Telecommunications instructor Stan Sollers will be receiving the torch in front of Kinghorn Hall to start the on-campus route. There are over 20 torch handoff points across the county, and they will begin at the Delaware County Fairgrounds. The event kicks off at 9 a.m. and will last throughout the morning. You can follow NewsLink Indiana's coverage of the relay on both livestream.com and bsudaily.com.
Among one of the stops for the torch relay tomorrow is the Muncie Fieldhouse. The Fieldhouse has been a topic of discussion in the Muncie Community School lately. The area is in need of renovations that could cost anywhere from $3 to $5 million. Save the Fieldhouse is a group looking to raise money for those renovations. At a forum yesterday, representatives from the group said they will reject a recent decision by the school board to spread the funds raised to additional facilities. Instead, the funds will only go to renovating the Fieldhouse. So far, the group has raised just over $3,200.
Showing support by walking in heels. That's what several men came together to do on Saturday for the 4th annual In Her Heels event. NewsLink Indiana's Cameron DeBlasio has more.
Sassiest strut, hottest heels, best legs, and overall champion. These were the titles up for grabs at the YWCA's 4th annual In Her Heels fundraiser. Men from all over Muncie participated to raise awareness for the YWCA's Emergency Shelter and Transitional Housing Program for Women. Executive Director Nancy Buchert says this event is both entertaining and impactful.
We call it Put Yourself in Her Heels to help her get back on her feet. And the people putting on the heels are guys. That's the best part. This is so much fun. I love this event. It's absolutely a stitch. The men are just prancing around in their heels like they wear them all day long.
Craig Robbins, whose family owns Walls Furniture and Mattress, says he loves doing what he can to help people in his community, even if that means putting on some high heels.
The YWCA does amazing things for women in the community, and we really like to support local charities that give back to the community that our stores are in.
Buchert says this event aims to raise both awareness and funds.
The way that we get some fundraising from it is through voting. So we encourage everyone to vote for their favorite person wearing heels or favorite team, either one, and with their votes, they're $5 each. And so that's one of the ways that we raise money with the event.
Last year's event helped nearly 400 Muncie women get back on their feet and out of difficult living situations. In Muncie, Cameron DeBlasio, NewsLink, Indiana.
Saturday's event was the largest to date. The YWCA is hoping that will allow them to help even more women this year. For more information about their cause, you can visit the YWCA's website at www.muncieywca.org.
This weekend, the community of Daleville hosted its second annual Grand Prix event. NewsLink Indiana's Esther Bauer was there for the festivities, and here's more.
While the town might be small, the Daleville community uses this event to come together and put the town on the map. Event organizer Amy Moore says she got involved in planning the Grand Prix because she wants to make her family passion something that benefits the greater community.
My son is a kart racer. So that's probably the biggest reason, and I have a lot of other family members that are also into kart racing. So we do this on weekends as a family event anyway, so why not better host one in our hometown?
The event offers something for families and individuals alike, free of charge.
They watch awesome racing, have fun in the kids zone, and it costs them nothing, and it's really good to be able to bring families close together and do family things.
Racer Jeremy Hall says he keeps coming back to the event to support the place he calls home.
Racing for our community. Nothing really happens here big. This is our second year doing it, and it's pretty awesome.
Even some Ball State students were in attendance. Grad student Haley Rollins attended and encourages others to check out the Grand Prix.
So in the Muncie area, you don't really hear about Daleville a whole lot. They're pretty small, but this is something that you can kind of venture out of Muncie and see what more this Delaware County area is about.
Daleville Grand Prix might have taken place in a town that's easy to miss, but there was no lack of fun, entertainment, and community spirit. In Daleville, Esther Bauer, NewsLink, Indiana.
This tradition will continue next fall. Organizers are looking for sponsors, and if you're interested in getting involved with this event, contact the Daleville Grand Prix Planning Committee at 765-620-6908.
Well, fall weather is finally arriving here around the state. When we come back, find out if this cooling trend will continue.
And rain may be soon on the way. We'll have your full forecast after the break.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Welcome back. Brittany, I got to tell you, today was absolutely beautiful. It was nice and cool outside, sunshine, blue skies. I mean, I wanted to walk around campus.
Absolutely, but I don't think it's here to stay. So Kaylee, when is the rain coming?
Well, you know, tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day, but those rain chances will start to come into the forecast. So we take a look here at the last 14 hours here at McKinley Riverside. You could see those showers that went through this morning, but did clear out by the afternoon for some beautiful sunny skies, and definitely a great day to be on campus. Currently, Muncie, we're sitting at 61 degrees with light winds around 6 miles per hour, so staying pretty chilly out there. But as you take a look here at these 24-hour temperature changes, very drastic around the state. Indianapolis here, change of 21 degrees, Muncie change of 18 degrees. So definitely much different than we've had the past few weeks. Tonight expect a low 48 degrees with clear skies. So if you're heading out anywhere the rest of tonight or tomorrow morning, you might want to bring a jacket with you, as it is going to be a little bit chillier than we've had the past few weeks. Now with our almanac here, we are getting back to those regular fall temperatures. You can see our high today reached 74 degrees. On average, we're around 73. So luckily, we're not near these record high temperatures as we were last week, getting very close to those. Tomorrow, high of 72 degrees, clear skies, winds a little bit higher though, around 16 miles per hour, but definitely a beautiful day to get outside, maybe take a run or mow your lawn. Definitely a great day for that. Now your school bus forecast, we are expecting around 8 a.m. around 51 degrees. Again, chilly temperatures. You may want to give the kids a jacket on their way out, but by 3 p.m. it'll be 71 degrees and a great day to get outside for any of those after school activities your kids may have. Now for Precision Cast, we're looking here Wednesday at 12 p.m. We're expecting mostly cloudy skies for Wednesday, Thursday, and into the weekend. So we do see cloud cover here and some possible scattered showers as we continue throughout Wednesday and into Thursday. We see those scattered showers sticking around the entire state of Indiana, as well as those clouds as well. So you can see this band of rain here for Thursday afternoon. So definitely expect those showers for the rest of the week and into the weekend. Now jumping ahead to Ball State football, we do have kickoff, as you can see here, at 3:30 p.m. on Saturday. Those rain chances are unfortunately going to be sticking into the forecast. So a 40% chance here with a high of only 66 degrees. So make sure you bring your rain jacket and your umbrella with you for that game. Now for your 7-day forecast, we do see again tomorrow high of 72 degrees. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday all have those rain chances. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Making sure you're bringing the umbrella with you. And lows up into, or highs up into the 60s. So definitely a lot cooler. And we are seeing for the weekend and into next week highs in the 70s.
Okay, so we are seeing a bit of rain.
Yes.
Now,
unfortunately, but we have those fall-like temperatures, so not as hot, so you won't be sweating as much.
That's good. I am not a sweat person. I very much enjoy the winter for that exact reason.
Absolutely.
So it would be very, very exciting that we're finally getting some cooler temperatures
for
sure.
Great. Thanks, Kaylee. Ball State football weathered the storm, literally, on Saturday. Find out how coming up.
And Wapahani travels to Muncie Central in a big county volleyball match. We have your highlights next in sports.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With a unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but things changed. Teaching didn't seem that cool anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Amazing things are happening in teaching, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Hey, good evening, friends. On November 24th of last year, Ball State football finished its 2015 season with just 3 wins. Fast forward to 2016, the Cardinals have already won 3 games, and it's not even October yet. Their most recent win came in thrilling fashion on Saturday in Boca Raton, Florida. The Cardinals battled a slow start and several weather delays en route to a 31-27 victory at Florida Atlantic. Ball State struggled defensively in the first half, surrendering over 300 yards and 24 points to the Owls. But in the second half, BSU's defense turned it around. The Cardinals allowed just 138 yards and 3 points in the second 30 minutes. Head coach Mike New said today he's proud of how his guys responded to adversity.
I'm proud of our guys for making that adjustment, continuing to fight, play within the scheme, because the one thing you worry about when things go like that in the first half, guys take it upon themselves to try to do something on their own that's outside of what you teach from a scheme standpoint. But I'm proud of our guys for just staying within the scheme, letting playing the defense that was called, and then obviously I think you saw the results paid off for us in the second half.
Yeah, how about that defense and their improvement this year? Through 4 games, Ball State leads the nation in sacks. They'll open MAC play this weekend against Northern Illinois. Meanwhile, Ball State soccer kicked off Mid-American Conference play over the weekend, and the Cardinals picked up right where they left off last year. The defending MAC champions won 2 times on their home turf over the weekend. They defeated Buffalo on Friday and Akron on Sunday, both by a score of 1-0. Sam Campbell had the game winner that you just saw in yesterday's game. The Cardinals have now won 4 straight. They're 8-1-2 on the season. Ball State will travel to take on Eastern Michigan and Central Michigan this weekend. Ball State men's basketball got its first commitment in the 2017 class today. It came from Ishmael El Amin, a 6'4" combo guard out of Hopkins, Minnesota. El Amin announced his decision today with a 3.5-minute YouTube video. In the video, he said he chose Ball State over Tennessee State and Nebraska Omaha. El Amin's father, Khalid El Amin, won a national championship at Connecticut before going on to play briefly in the NBA. Ishmael won a state championship at Hopkins High School last season. Muncie Central Volleyball playing host to 2A number 1 Wapahani tonight in a big one. Pick things up first set. Skylar Van Note with the monstrous kill for Wapahani. This one's been back and forth all night long, folks. Bearcats respond moments later with this cross-court kill from Joe Rammel. That gets the Bearcats excited. And a little bit later on, it's Alacia Young dropping the hammer in just a moment here for Muncie Central. And this one right now, folks, all tied at 2 as they play a 5th set at Muncie Central High School. We will keep you updated on that one. And finally tonight, students from 9 colleges of the National Intercollegiate Runners Club Association worked to qualify for nationals over the weekend. NewsLink's Connor Miller has the story.
Ball State Runners Association competed in and hosted the MC5 race at Mound State Park on Saturday. Over 295 runners competed in the men's 8K and women's 6K from all over the Midwest. Although the hills were difficult, freshman Jacob Powell thought the race was great and plans to participate again next year.
It's such a good feeling. I don't know how to describe it, it's like getting an A or just like acing. You're doing something perfect, like making beautiful art. It's the same thing with running. At the end of it, you just feel so good.
All runners who survived the hill-covered course qualify for the national race in Hershey, Pennsylvania this November. No one is more relieved to see the race run smoothly as Ball State Runners Association President David Geiger.
I think all the hard work really paid off, and I think my officers and my team would agree with me that we had a really good event today.
In Anderson, Connor Miller, NewsLink, Indiana.
Yeah, really cool story there, guys. Quick update on Muncie Central Wapahani, tied at 8 in the 5th set, so this one really going down to the wire tonight.
Good to see a very exciting match living up to the hype. Thank you very much, Peter, for that sports update. Coming up, a presidential candidate appears on a satirical talk show.
And major changes to the Zodiac calendar have people up in arms. All this and more coming up next.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Sheila Angus with your entertainment news. Zach Galifianakis, interviewed with Hillary Clinton between two ferns, reached almost 30 million views in just 24 hours. Throughout the interview, Galifianakis hit points ranging from sexism to the candidates' pantsuits. Most of the jokes and interview were from both Clinton and Galifianakis were improvised. The comedian made it apparent, however, that he would not allow Trump to jump on the bandwagon. He said he isn't interested due to the fact that Trump likes being the center of attention, whether it be good or bad. Do you plan your day around your daily horoscope? If yes, we have some bad news. NASA revealed a 13th zodiac, Ophius. The sign has been placed in between Sagittarius and Scorpius. This stirred up controversy because it has shifted all the signs. Apparently, the Babylonians decided to ignore the fact that the sun moves through 13 constellations rather than 12. But hey, if you're an Ophius, then you're someone who wears bright colors, is considered wise, generally has good fortune, and has a great sense of humor. So it can't be all that bad. That's all for your entertainment news. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Sheila. Now let's take one last look at weather.
Well, again, tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day, high of 72 degrees, but rain comes into the forecast for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Chances between 50 and 70%, and only highs in the low to upper 60s. But as you look at the end of the week into Monday, highs in the 70s.
All right, thank you very much, Kaylee. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to watch tomorrow night at 9 p.m. right here on Cardinal Vision.
And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Have a great night.